Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by email match against Xargun. He's Allied Commander, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is game version 26B and scenario 1. So, yesterday my surface fleet found one destroyer and a mini cargo ship with troops loaded near Tahiti, but not really game changing. I can take one more free dot base and I unload more equipment at Timor, West and East. And of course many other task forces sailing around the 7 seas and trying to avoid enemy submarines and getting the defense parameter under control, that I build up air bases, ports, ship resources and oil and fuel and supplies, if I can find them. So I'm not sure if my surface engagement, if we have no night engagement at Tahiti. I wasn't sure if Xargun still try to hop around the dot bases to avoid my airstrikes. More unloading. Oh, that was a little fast. And enemy ships, airplanes at first trying to hunt my submarine, so I must maybe stay a little far off in the future. More ground attacks here against this Chinese venture army. Skill more recon. Trying to locate the position of the enemy ships. Ground attacks. Casualties. So I don't only throw away my bombs, because bombs cost supplies at the end. So I get something for my investment. A lot of dead meat, I would say. No enemy flag more, so the little supplies the Chinese got was not enough to really afford a strong anti-aircraft defense. Ooh, the evil seagulls are back. But not today. Some zeros are on guard and I catch them and kill them more or less. I mean, they are seagulls. They are okay if there's no enemy in the skies, but they only dropping 100-pound bombs, so a destroyer could be hurt, a cargo ship could be burning, but everything else ignored. In my battleship, I think Fuso was the one gets hit before. I saw no damage after the hit. Not even system damage. So afternoon we have more reports about all blue, so you can discard them and say ignore it. I don't care. So I make now a strong strike against this dot base because I know there was enemy ships last turn at least. Nothing. I cannot damage the port if there's no base, so this is why dot base have no damage to the base. was the other base or dot base with ships, and there was, oh, there are 3 ships. So an AP, and the Dixie again. Each get 1, oh, more many. So that is maybe now really the position of the ships today. And now they are all heavily damaged and heavy fire. Yeah, maybe we sink. And if they are not sinking, I think they are so far out of nowhere. There's no shipyard nearby. Not sure if these ships can ever be used. Maybe in a half year. Good. Some counterattacks. And something is sinking. Good. Unloading. And I bring here, I think, Navy Guard units. Yeah, SF. Navy Guard unit, SNLF. This is more or less that I can take this this base at the same time with this base, because my intent is later to rail my heavy units directly east of Batavia, so I don't must walk all this way. Yeah, it's simply sometimes faster to rail your units. You only must make sure there's no enemy airstrike hitting them. So next battle against this Palmbang leftover units, and they retreat. Yeah, on the highway. That is good for my tanks, easy to catch. One of my tanks had a breakdown. Yeah. More bombardments, not really casualties. Bombardments from my side. I arrive here. I think I really only use my motor unit, platoon. Or maybe all the divisions, I'm not so sure. But at the end, small casualties on both sides. The Chinese are really low on attack power, but still some. Okay, for only bombardment is okay. And the next battle for Singapore. I take the fort. My attack value is really increasing now, so I can achieve something. This without really any. I don't really know how much this will change if you have this check. I could only see that the terrain and the fort is plus leaders plus. I don't know why the British have this leaders. I mean, they're not really famous for this, but the British still get 4 times attack value, but I get like 20-30% attack power bonus. And a lot of allied equipment is getting destroyed. And for me it is nearly nothing destroyed, but again a lot of disabled. But I don't really see that equipment is coming back for the allies, so I don't think that they can repair too much. And I also think that Xargun maybe don't really feed this unit with reinforcements, because what he feed here in will die anyway. Yeah, so it was again a tactical victory maybe for me, but strategically the situation is not changing and Singapore is still under Allied control. Kopang, on the other hand, is defeated. The Dutch retreating because I don't really took or blocked these 2 bases first, but this is not so important. Once the Dutch are out of the base, and I can destroy here some airplanes on the ground. Maybe there was damage, I'm not so sure, or Xargun hoped to hold the base longer. And this is the other base in the east. Also victory, also retreating. And here no airplanes on the ground. Some bombardments. More bombard. Oh no, this was a dot base. This is also a dot base. And this is the oil. Important. Nothing really super important, but every oil is important for Japan. And yeah. A good turn at the end, but no success in Singapore. I mean, not a total success. But I don't want to trash my armies in Singapore, so I must really, every time I make an attack, my fatigue is rising up from 20 to 50. Then I must wait 3 turns at least, or 4, then I can attack again. Or if you make 2 double attacks, you can win, but it can auto completely backfire and your units breaking down. Because high fatigue will normally lower your attack value, and then your casualties are increasing much higher. For both sides, so can be a win, can be a lose. So 8 to 7. A lot of Catalinas, ops losses. These are the seagulls getting all destroyed by my zeros. Plus Tamdonier. And for me it is a bunch of ops losses. So I have 1 wounded pilot, okay, but 3 killed pilots. Unluckily you never know what pilots this is if you don't really check every airing one by one. Or you can check the ops report sometimes. So there was sinking sound but no confirmed kill, so something sunk. No battle in China, but I think tomorrow. Oh no, the day after tomorrow I can cross the river. And it looks like the Xargun changed their direction, so the Chinese are now coming in my direction. Not sure what he wants. But I arrive here with 1 division and the 2nd division, so this is I think enough. I can attack next turn already. And we will see what happens with this Chinese Red Army. Anything else? I was hoping that maybe the Chinese attack me, but they don't try it. They still try to run more or less. So I arrive here and I can attack. I'm not sure if the Chinese... Maybe we'll see if they attack me or not. No side of this corvette disappeared. So I move now my Thai and my Navy guard unit up in this hex. Because I think this is the maximum my Thai guys could walk by game rules or house rules, because this is still part of Burma and we say Thai units can only stay in Malaya, Thailand and Burma. This is the border, so they can normally not cross to India. And we have house rules, this is not a Jochen game. Victory here over the Dutch, but nothing really super important. I took this base, and everything is fine, so I get 35 oil plus some refinery, so I can produce more supplies, 30, and oil. So means I arrive here, no enemies here. I had here also some scouting, so I can take this base next turn. Then I can start to rail the turn after this. I rail more or less all my armies in this hex, and at the same time I'm not more sure where. Yeah, another division is coming here. So I will have here 2 more divisions sailing down at the coastline more or less. And then I will use some other unit to take this base. And then I can rail everyone and load also my division. If I control the hex, you don't have this landing accidents more. At least, I think to 99%. Then I can unload here 2 more divisions and then I can take easily Bataan. So far I see here a lot of enemy units. Some days ago I saw here 3-4 I think. So far the Dutch are in Batavia. I don't know, you can always go for Batavia first, but I like to take Surabaya first because it's a shipyard. I think it's more important. The industry is also here. Batavia is the capital of Java, but I think it's not really super important for industry point. Everything else was okay. Timor double strike Now it's only Dili and this small base, but there's no one normally. So I will maybe walk with my regiment, take this base, and once I take this base, I think this is the end of my support for this regiment. This regiment belongs normally to the 55th Division, so I must bring them back to Singapore or Rangoon, reform the division, and then fight somewhere on the map. Nothing else. Nothing. Ships are on the way, everywhere on the way. My invasion fleet for Pago Pago is forming up. Everything is ready, so... But Pago is jungle. So no atoll, so means no shock attack. Simply unloading, preparing, attacking, taking, or dying, bleeding out. Tahiti? So there was some sinking sounds, and I see here now only 180, and before there was I think also 2 or 3 APs, I don't know. And there's still 5 ships, but I make a strong airstrike against this dot base and I hit nothing. I have detection, so I would maybe say, okay, it's true, there are ships in port, but I cannot hit them. It's impossible, looks like. I don't know why. This is sometimes the game is not good in giving feedback why. If I simply not hit it or I cannot hit it, I don't know. And I would simply say there is no installation, so it's really only a ship at the shore. There's no harbor. So I would say why a ship at the dot base without a base can hide. Make no sense. But of course the game is a little old and these functions are not so well. Sure, that was all. Then see you tomorrow or the next time. Take care, bye bye.